Okay, today we're talking about electric unit heaters. So what is a unit heater? This is an example of a unit heater. You can find unit heaters in gyms, schools, grocery stores, facilities maintenance shops, garages, basements, large storage warehouses, etc. There is a simple, cost-effective way to introduce heating into a space. You may need one unit or multiple units, depending on the square footage of the space, the height of the ceilings, etc. And they range in price, obviously. The smaller the unit, the less expensive. The bigger the unit, the more expensive. They come in single phase, three phase, and different kilowatt ratings. So how do they work? Well, you have a fan on the back side that draws the ambient air from the room into the unit heater. There's electrical heating elements inside that will then discharge warm air into the space out the front of the unit. These can be controlled by a thermostat, as you see in this graphic, or a BAS system in your facility. They also have adjustable louvers on the front to help direct that warm airflow farther out into the space or down closer to the front of the unit. Some manufacturers offer a mounting bracket that can bolt to the wall or the ceiling structure. If you don't have that option, you can hang them from unistrut and all thread from the ceiling structure. Now let's take a look at the back side of the unit. You can clearly see the fan and the motor now. You can see where the conduit comes into the unit, bringing power in to the unit. So basically they're like a big metal box that mounts via a bracket or unistrut on the wall or suspended from the ceiling. So that also offers you more flexibility as far as where you can install these. So now let's go over the major components that are inside one of these electric unit heaters. So there's a side view of the unit, back view, sort of a top view. And just be careful where you place these. Make sure there's nothing combustible or flammable nearby. You can see the electric heating elements inside there. We'll take a closer look at those in a second. And we'll remove the back cover to give you a better view of the components inside. So you can see we got our step-down transformer there, our contactor for the heating elements, the little fan relay. You can see the red is your electric heating elements, and an on and off switch on the bottom of the unit. Those are the basic major components. So 480 volts or 220 volts, 120 volts, etc. comes in. In this case, it goes to the contactor for the heating elements, and then the 24 volt signal from the thermostat energizes the coil on the contactor, which pulls in the contactor and sends high voltage to your heating elements. And same thing for the fan relay. You energize the fan relay coil. The fan relay sends power to the fan. And the yellow device you see is a high limit safety switch that will cut the unit off in the event that it gets too hot. I hope this information helps you. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and thanks for watching.